Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of the Living World of Darkness. This evening we start our scene with in the Sept of the Green, in the Briary, near the heart of the cairn, where Aaron Gahiji and Ragnar Jarlsson are relatively close to each other, but this seemingly peaceful yet stormy night is broken up by the calls of a frantic child of Gaia kinfolk, who's well known around the city for being very useful. He comes in screaming, trying to get the attention of anyone who's around. Unfortunately, there's only a handful, and we start our scene here.
You guys looking rather flustered. Middle-aged man, he's just dressed in just a shirt and jeans, battered trainers. He just walks into the closest Gary, which just happens to be Aaron. Just kind of goes, "Sir, what not, guys? Caliph, I'm gonna what to call you?
All right, calm down.
I found something. That's something awful.
Well, what? Okay, what did you find?
I found a body in the Northern Woods. Is it Northern Woods?
Northern Woods. All right.
He's looking visibly shaken. He's just.
All right. We'll go investigate it.
I mean, normally I wouldn't want to come to you about this, but this ain't right. This is something pretty wrong here. It's not good.
All right, well, check it out. Can you show us to it?
Of course I can. That's on the back of my hand. I mean, I was just doing my rounds in the Sept, just getting back before I got to take my daughter to the orthodontist, but then I came across it, just lying on the floor, on the ground, sorry.
All right.
He just quickly marches him out the Sept. He's moving quite fast. He still looks a bit shaken, a bit pale. I haven't seen you around here before.
I've been here quite a while now, actually.
You help with the homeless.
Yeah, I tried to.
There's some good shouts. Old Chester's a good laugh. I like Chester. Have a beer with him, it's fun. He has a good outlook on life, considering he hasn't really got anything. He keeps on walking through the Sept area, across the green, across the grass, through all the tourists and people sitting. What time of day is this, Vinny?
It's at night.
No, okay. So across the no tourists then, into the darkened area of the woods. He leads them straight up to. What's the weather like?
It's getting to the point where there's thunder and lightning off in the distance to the southwest as a powerful front is making its way up from the eastern seaboard. But only really the breeze that kind of preludes a incoming thunderstorm is really all that can be heard at this point, with rumbles of thunder in the background intermittently.
Okay. He pulls his shirt like tight around him, looking a bit cold, and goes, "Quickly, storms are coming," and leads them through and deeper into the woods. And there they see. Shortfinger's got a picture for this one. I'll describe it nevertheless. There we go. A skinned humanoid figure. It was like this when I found it.
All right, let's check around. And Aaron will spend upon a gnosis, and I will roll perception occult, and I'll also spend a willpower for automatic success.
Alright.
Good thing I did. Alright, so what I've just did is I activated Visions of Duat. This will basically allow me to see and hear ghosts and dead people.
What you hear is the sound of screams and a struggle. You hear the sounds of a growl, and then you hear the sounds of a gargled kind of gargled things, but you'll find that really these are just echoes. Just echoes. There's really, it seems to be that almost there's no ghost here.
All right. Are there any visuals resonating?
As in?
Is there, because this gift allows you to see ghosts within the normal realm, but it also allows you to see into the Shadowlands.
There are ghosts in the Shadowlands, but they seem to be ones that have been there for actually quite a bit.
And for the people who are watching Aaron right now, the effects of the gift. Let me look it up real quick. His eyes became very cloudy and pale when he's looking with the visions of Duat.
The ghosts
Ragnar.
are...
I'm gonna go more low tech and just do a perception investigation roll. Holy!
Well, it was a difficulty 7, but you blew that right out of the water, so...
Do you have a specialty?
No, not on this one.
Yeah. What are you trying to perceive?
He's trying to sort of look at it more as like a crime scene more than anything. He's actually trying to figure out exactly how, when, where he died.
Well, you notice that there's blood everywhere. I mean, you didn't really need to roll to notice that, but I mean, there is literally pooled blood laying there. It's almost to the point where it's congealed to a point. You can notice that, oddly enough, it only seems to be the scent of the individual that's skinned. Which is odd.
Weird.
He like kind of kneels down to the body just gingerly. Who could do this?
What could do this is a better question.
Do we even know who
How-
it is?
And
Is
how
it
could we
body
have
male
not
or female?
noticed?
Hmm?
Is the body
Male.
male or female?
The body is male.
Okay.
This poor guy's been ripped to shreds. I don't think we can get an identity off him unless there's anything in the general area, which I'll roll another investigation check for. What difficulty are we going off? Just trying to find like a wallet or some form of identity. There's
Difficulty 6.
okay. A success then.
You'll notice that about a few paces off, you can kind of see what looks to be something of a struggle. You can see drag lines, and you can see sort of earth that's been disturbed in a sort of violent manner, where it looked at one point like someone's feet were kind of digging, their heels were digging into the ground, pushing various bits of earth aside.
We could ask the spirits what happened here.
Go for it. Did all my investigation. Let the spirits tell us what we need to know.
Alright.
If you want to take another while he's busy looking at the spirits, Ragnar, do you want to take another look at the body? What's your medicine at? Okay, that's enough answer for me.
My guy's a childhood guy. He's probably got 1 dot of medicine.
What about you, Aaron?
Nope.
All right, Eli.
Medicine plus what? Perception?
Yeah, perception, medicine.
Okay, well, average kinfo set, so 2, so 3 dice. That's the wrong thing to say.
And spend the willpower point on this.
Fair enough. You needed to. 1 success.
Okay. Eli, what you're going to notice is that for something that's been skinned, you would expect that someone that did this sort of attack in the sept would have to do it very quickly, would have to do it at a rush job. There are charms and things in place that help detect intruders, but for whatever reason, when you look at this, you can see that there's no tears in the muscle. Everything looks to have been very cleanly done, very meticulously done.
He looks down, shudders again, like, my dad taught me how to skin rabbits when I was a kid. We used to go hunting, and I hate to say this, guys, sirs, I don't know what you want to be called. No one just call you guys. He seemed to have taken his time and done this pretty quickly and pretty cleanly.
How could... you said there were no ghosts around?
The ghosts that you do see, they don't appreciate being spied on. Every time you look in their direction, they turn away. And they do look to be more of the mundane sort. They don't really look to be like ancestor spirits or anything like that. These look like people that have probably died in the park over the years or died near the park over the years.
Ouch, the ancestors hurt. Alright, he's gonna close his eyes and deactivate the visions and do what? Well, the ghosts are not going to be helpful. Perhaps the park spirits?
Okay. Would you like to go into the Umbra?
I would, actually.
Alright.
And I will roll... It's permanent Gnosis, or... Is it permanent or current Gnosis?
It's permanent Gnosis. When you do a roll, if you're just spending...
No. I got 1 success.
It's enough to get over.
Yeah. So, he steps into the Umbra and he looks around for any, well, mouse spirits.
Ragnar's in there as well.
You want to roll in too?
Ah, okay. Ah, balls, no I'm not.
That's actually a botch.
Yep.
Wait, the gauntlet is that strong in the cairn?
Oh yeah, you know what? Gauntlet here is 4. You're fine. You didn't make it through though. When you pushed your hand through it, it resisted you. You can spend a point of Gnosis if you want to get through.
Yeah, I'll spend the point. Just to make it easier.
Okay.
And I'll get like some cheese or bread for my spirits.
Well, here's the thing. When you crossed over onto that side, almost immediately, Aaron, I need you to make me a perception and alertness roll.
Yay! 1 success.
Okay. I'll say it's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's enough. You notice as you come through, you feel this sense of anger, this bitterness, and as you literally come through, it almost you can feel it coming at this point. You know that something's about ready to smack you almost directly as you come through. So you may make a dodge roll.
I can't.
Hmm?
I can't. I follow reindeer.
Oh, right. So you have to dodge and attack in the same go.
Or I just stand there and take it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Can I spend a rage point for extra actions? But if it surprised me, probably not.
Not this go around.
I'll split my dice. If that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So here comes its attack. One, two, three, four. That is four.
Rolling. Rolling to dodge. I dodge one of them.
So you take 3 ag almost immediately as this.
And now I'll roll
There you go.
soak.
Yeah.
Because yes, Aronson Glabro, he always walks around in Glabro. I've
Yeah,
stated this
very
multiple
Glabro.
times.
Alright.
Does reindeer's bonus count here? 'Cause
Absolutely.
technically, I haven't moved. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
Alright, you soak this, just this blast of malice almost immediately as it hits you. And what you see kind of skulking around you is this mass of just black flies almost.
All right, but now I need to
Buzzing,
counter.
humming, yes. And they are wisping around you. To hit this is a difficulty 8. To strike it.
Does the bonus does it count if I actually, because I need to counter attack it, right?
Yeah, you have to strike it.
Oh, I have to strike it. All right, then I'll spend a willpower for an automatic success. Oh, it's 3 successes
Alright, roll your damage.
plus 2, so that's plus 2 plus 1 plus my strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bashing. Because Glabro is still bashing, or are we going with lethal?
If you had claws out there, lethal.
Well, I'm in Glabro form.
Glabro has claws.
Okay, then it's lethal.
1, 2, 3, 4. It soaks 4.
That's 1 lethal.
So you knock some of its essence away as it just hisses again and kind of just growls at you as it continues to move around. And the growl doesn't really sound like a animal's growl. It sounds more like a cornucopia chorus of flies and beetles and other insects just buzzing all at unison very loudly at you. At this point, it's actually getting fairly loud to the point where it's almost hard to hear as they just continue to wisp around one another, making this shape.
Alright, and I think at this point, Ragnar jumps through.
Yeah, you guys need to roll your initiative.
Okay. Rolling. Wait, did I just clear that? Oh wait, that's my fault. Sorry, I had a 1 there.
Alright. So, whatever your wits and dex is.
Goddamn honesty.
It's good for you, though. It's good.
So that's Dex. That's wits. 7.
Alright.
Wits plus
Alright. Ragnar, you gonna roll initiative?
I'm on 15.
15. Alright, you get to go first, sir.
Alright. Ragnar's gonna go into Krinos.
Alright, you gonna roll for it, or you just gonna spend the willpower?
I'll just spend the willpower.
Alright.
And that's probably going to be it.
No, you can if you use a rage point. I'm sorry, a rage point of that. You get it's an instant shift.
Okay, then I'll use a rage point and
Yeah.
hit it.
And you can attack.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8 to hit because it's a lot of swirling masses.
I've missed.
Alright. It gets to go next as soon as I can find my charms list. Yeah, I'm just gonna screw it. 367. The hell is it all the way back here?
I don't know.
What a pain in the butt. Alright. It will turn its attention to Ragnar. Ragnar, it's coming at you. You basically see this swirling mass, and immediately upon looking at it, you can just feel this utter hate, this anger from it as it just seems to bear on you. Its anger seems to almost seems on par, if not stronger, with the rage that a Garu would feel. It's coming at you. Hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 ag.
Okay. One soak.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm going to spend a willpower point to use resist pain.
You can do that on your next turn.
Okay.
You get to activate a gift. Alright, Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron will spend 2 rage points.
Mhm.
1 to instantly shift, and 1 for extra action.
Alright. It is spent its action. It cannot attack this anymore this round, so go for it.
Yay. And at this point, I also need to adjust my initiative to 8, but that doesn't really matter. Rolling. I miss.
Alright, rage action.
Hit it. I hit. With 2 successes.
Alright.
So that's 1 plus 2 for claws. So that's 3 plus my strength.
Which is in Krinos form.
Which is... yeah. So that is... and once. 1, 2, 3 aggravated.
Alright. Wow, it soaks none of that. It takes 3 ag. You take a nasty little chunk out of it. You see a bunch of these midget flies and these gnats and these beetles. They just fall right out of it, and you see this almost black ichor come out of where it was holding itself together as it screeches loudly.
Okay.
And we come to our next turn.
Okay. Ragnar's going to pop his resist pain. Since he's in a little bit of pain, he's fortifying himself and not showing any weakness.
Ever the friggin'...
And he's going to go head first again into this thing.
Alright.
Which... misses again.
Do any of you people spend rage actions?
I'll spend another rage. I'll spend another rage and hit it again.
I'll let you have that for the next round. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Alright, it turns back to Aaron at this point.
Yep.
Who's done a massive amount of damage to it in this first turn. And it's going to spend a point of essence.
God damn it.
And it's going to use Blast on you.
Okay. Hit it.
It's just a blast of bitter rage.
Okay, hit it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, rolling silk. Ranger's bonus applies since I haven't actually moved. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soaked.
Alright, seems to be getting very angry now. Because it can't hurt you. Your turn, Aaron.
Yay. Aaron will spend a point of rage for extra action. And claw, 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 claw. I hate ones.
So you managed to do nothing to it. Alright, we go to our rage action. Ragnar.
Yep.
Do what you will.
Finally, Ragnar hits it.
Alright. Roll your damage. Strength plus, it's a claw, so that's strength plus 2.
Oh. Alright, that's 1, 2, still 3 aggravated.
Yeah, 3 aggravated.
It soaks.
Yep.
3 ag. Jesus Christ, the dice are being very unfair to you guys today.
I'm gonna bite it.
Alright.
If I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so that's 1 DC lower, so that's DC 7.
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
Alright. So it's strength plus
1. Plus 1 for bite. Come on. See, this is what you get. You always get ones. God damn it.
I don't even think I need to roll a soak for that, did I?
No, you
Nope.
didn't.
Alright, we're back at the top of the turn. I would like to remind you, Scarzin, that you can rage heal.
Yep, I
Roll your
will.
Rage.
Is that permanent rage?
Permanent rage. You can heal. Difficulty 8 for Ag, I believe.
I heal all of it.
Jesus Christ. Alright, there you go. Well, Now you can attack, but you can't spend rage this turn because you rolled.
Okay, I'm just going to look up one of my other gifts.
Is the moon visible from here?
Yes, it is.
Alright. I'm gonna look at it and regain rage.
Can I knock it over?
Well, the way it's kind of moving around, it's almost floating off the ground, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Ragnar's just going to go at it again.
Alright.
This is one determined puppy.
And I'll remind you that you can spend willpower. If you feel the need to. You know, considering it's a difficulty 8 to hit.
Yeah.
One success to the willpower, though.
Yeah, you get the one success in the willpower.
Yay.
So that's your strength plus your
plus
claws.
2. Yeah.
Strength plus claws.
Goddamn increased difficulty.
And it does nothing.
Actually, is that's 3 ones? That's still one. That's still one success.
Well, let's see what happens.
Nope.
And it soaks like a boss. Alright, it's going to, again, spend a point of essence and blast Aaron for 8 dice of damage. Again, it releases just this red bolt of energy right up against Aaron's chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Rolling soak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This thing keeps getting angrier and angrier that it just can't seem to do anything to you.
Praise be to a reindeer. Alright, I'm gonna look at the moon and regain rage. What moon is it tonight?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh. Sad. I shall look. So, well, we can do it. There's a moon outside where I can see it, and it's a crescent moon, so we can do it like that.
Moon. It's a crescent moon.
Alright, so that's 2 rage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Can I still attack?
Yeah. You just
Alright.
looked up. You didn't actually do anything.
And I will spend 1 of the rage I just got to get an extra action. And I will bite it again.
Yep. Alright.
Two successes.
Alright. Also, Ragnar, you're kind of noticing that Aaron's making some headway with biting this thing as opposed to clawing it. Just gonna point that out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 aggravated.
Jesus.
Happiness!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it takes 2. So it's not looking happy, but it's not looking particularly dead.
Okay. Next turn. Rolling.
Next turn.
Biting again.
Ragnar's going to bite it as well, I think.
So that's 2 successes again. I have rage actions.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aggravated.
1, 2, 3.
So it takes
So take
2.
2 more.
Yep.
It's starting to look a little peckish. At this point, as your claws go into it, it knocks stuff out. It knocks giant beetles and things of that nature out. And it continues to kind of writhe around itself. It continues to try and pull portions of its body that were lower up into the portions where that you knock these giant gobbets out of it. But it's leaking more of that black ichor all around the area where the skinned individual would be in the waking world.
Why is there not a Theurge here with us? God damn it.
Yep. Alright,
Right.
so Ragnar, back up at the top of the order.
Ragnar's just going to bite it this time. He's taken the initiative from Aaron and is just going to rip it to shreds, hopefully.
There's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Difficulty 7.
The get finally lands a hit. It might be super effective.
So that's... Are you going to spend rage for extra actions, though?
Not this time. I don't have that much rage. What's the extra damage for bite?
1.
Strength plus 1, yeah. Plus however many successes extra you got there.
Ouch! Do you have a strength specialty?
Not one that I can remember.
It soaks none of that. The get finally bites into this thing, and when he bites it, it explodes just about.
Ouch. 6. Aggravated.
Yeah, it didn't. You guys had it down to pretty much well over half of its essence. So bits of it just come flying off as Ragnar grabs a hold of it and shakes it, just ripping through whatever this is. However, Ragnar, I need you to make a willpower roll.
Okay. Guessing you mean permanent willpower.
Yeah.
A success.
Well, all right, it's a success. However, let's see versus its willpower.
God.
So it matches. All right. You.
Defender wins, right?
Yeah. You notice that for a moment there, you feel angry. You felt on the verge of frenzy for just a moment, to the point where even Aaron, just standing there, upsets you. This silent strider who will leave and abandon the set at any moment. That thought enters your head, and for a moment, you feel just your rage building up, and you're almost ready to actually kill him. You're baring your fangs, you're ready to go at him, and then just your will, your inherent mental fortitude just barely hangs on and makes you realize that this is not your own thought process, that this had to be something that was quite wrong, something that was not of the Wild or the Weaver.
That was unpleasant.
Aaron, you just had to look at you like he was about ready to serve you up on a silver platter.
Aaron would have gotten into like, oh shit. Never mess with the Get a Fenris rune.
But at this point, all you can see is just this ichor and the shells of bugs, these umbral bugs just laying there. And even without the gift, you can just smell the scent of just wrongness. It's this rotting scent of decaying flesh that's been festering in shallow water for weeks on end.
Alright. Aaron's still in Krinos and he looks around, and then he's going to use the pack link to call his pack mate Johnny Black and tell him that he needs to come over to the Northern Forest.
The hell is that?
It's the northern part of the park.
Training.
Oh,
The training grounds. Remember?
okay.
It's gonna get messy. We need a rite of cleansing.
Well then, it's the middle of the night,
Yes.
and lupus form.
Alright. Are you boys coming back onto this side?
Yeah, I will.
Alright. Eli, because I won't make you roll for it after all that. Eli, you see the Get of Fenris in Krynos form step back on the other side, and he's got this black ichor just running from his maw all the way down his chest. You see bits of blood where recently healed wounds can be seen.
He takes a few steps backwards, looking a bit scared. It's like, what happened in there? Did you find a killer?
We found something. The other world's a bit different to ours, but we found something angry. Whatever this poor guy was, something was angry at him, or he was angry at something.
So you're right? Of course you're right, you one of the warriors of God. Of course you're right. Sorry, it still was a bit of a shock seeing you fellas like that.
Oh, right, yeah. With that, Ragnar is just going to go back to his Homid form.
He looks a bit happier.
Johnny, as you come upon the area, you'll see Eli, the Children of Gaia kinfolk, and Ragnar Jarlson, one of the local Get, standing around essentially what you see on the screen, a skinned corpse laying upon the ground.
Johnny looks at the corpse. Looks at it a bit more, then reverts to his breed form. Looks at the other like, the fuck?
Somebody flayed this man to death.
He rubs his temples. In the middle of here?
He nods. You've been rather disparaged. I found him on my walk. I was doing the patrols. Must have been here for hours.
Johnny, would you care to make an investigation roll?
I'm not sure if I have an investigation. Let's see. I do have. I do have.
Do you have medicine?
I do have that as well.
Alright, investigate, or roll perception and investigation. Or, I'm sorry,
Okay.
perception and medicine.
Okay. Look at my beautiful 3 dice. I don't get shit. Oh yeah, and my stuff ain't even showing up, but I got a 4, 3, and a 2.
Alright. Alright. So, you basically don't really see anything. You just see this body. It's too much for you to really bear to look at, to really investigate at the moment.
He then looks at the other 2 like... So... What are they... Like, do they have battle scars or that kind of stuff from the...
Aaron's still in the Umbra.
Okay, so... What's on the other side?
Well-
Ragnar's covered in just black and recent scar wounds.
So is this black is just some kind of bile or that kind of...
Yeah.
Okay, well... he'll take his time to turn into Glabro. Start to... He goes by Ragnar and just puts his sharpened claws to the earth and start to make a circle around him. And yes, he's preparing a rite, which I'm sure you've seen more than enough.
So you're performing the rite of cleansing on him?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll let you just have that outright. You don't need to roll for it.
Yeah, but though I'll have my Galliard howling in the Umbra to do the cleansing howl as I go around counterclockwise around Ragnar to do the rite itself.
Ooh.
No, it's a scary, unearthly.
Fine.
You guy looks a bit worried about the howling. He's still not entirely used to this, even after 40 years as a kinfolk.
Not sure if he'd actually.
Hear it, because it's the indie Umbra.
Yeah.
Maybe younger. Oh no, he's fine.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, as you move around there, you notice that there is a utter lack of spirits around. Any of the Gaian spirits.
Hmm.
It seems like they've all abandoned their posts the moment that they're not there. Normally, when you go into this area, into the Umbra, it's filled with spirits, Gaian spirits, white spirit mice run around. You see nymphs of water and wisps of elementals, but there's nothing. It's
Yeah.
utterly devoid.
So,
This irritates me.
what was on the other side?
Well, there is not a lot here. In fact, it's quite empty. There are no spirits at all.
Yeah.
And there was Worm. That's what here was.
Just step sideways already. We have to clean things up here.
Yes, and this needs to be cleansed as well as that body.
Oh yes, you too.
And he's
Just-
he steps sideways again, still in Krinos, so Eli will see the massive Anubis come out, and then he looks at Eli. Oh, sorry. And he shifts down into Glabro.
So, what exactly did that black thing come out from?
Insects?
Walk me over. What happened?
We went sideways and something was not happy to see us.
If you wish, everybody who has it can roll intelligence and occult at this point. That was there. So Aaron and Ragnar.
Intelligence, occult. Nope.
I do have some theories, but I don't know enough to actually.
Nope.
Just
I'm guessing you were just pulling from one dice category for that one.
I was just rolling intelligence. I was wondering if Ragnar's brains had actually come into handy.
so walk me through what happened when you stepped sideways.
Well, I stepped sideways, I got attacked, and then we had to kill it. There's just this massive thing that had multiple insects and beetles and carapaces and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And it's stank.
You can roll Johnny at that description. Roll me intelligence and occult difficulty 7.
Yeah. Nope.
Terrible.
I would have done it if it was 6, but I got two ones and 2 6s.
Alright, yeah, well, you got nothing there.
Yeah. So, well,
Well, we need to.
the way it got through the bond, it wouldn't make sense if it came from the Umbra.
Well, first we need to cleanse it here, and then we need to do an area cleanser there. Because that place is wrong right now. There are no spirits.
They're gonna be pissed about this body. He points at the kinfolk. You there? You... I don't think I've seen you before.
You'd have seen him around here a lot of times. He's quite a predominant member of the South.
Okay, let's roll intelligence if I actually remember him. Yes, I actually do remember you. Yeah, Eli, yes. It's good to see you.
Sorry, I don't know your name. Sorry. Have met the Garu.
Yes. I'm Johnny Blackov.
Kind of Alexander. Pleasure to meet you.
The grab is horrible things tonight. I hope you're all right.
Oh, yes. Part of being a kinfolk, you have to see some of the nastier things every now and then.
Yes, well,
This was quite a shock, though.
we should get some other people help us out with, though not kinfolk, we should get more Garu to do
We
with
need to
this.
find out who it was who got killed.
Unfortunately, this is outside.
Yeah, Ragnar, you noticed a while back that there were some drag marks not too far away, if you care to recall.
Oh, yeah. Few steps away from the body, there is some form of struggle. I can't tell who was being dragged, but I'm going to assume it was probably the deceased. Just a little bit further.
You find some more blood over that way. In fact, at one point you see an entire pool of it, and you notice that the trail leads back towards where ultimately the body rested. But you'll notice there that there is a bundle of clothes just scattered underneath a tree.
Are the clothes bloody?
Oh, yeah.
Are the clothes ripped?
Oh, yeah, they're sorry about that. They're slightly torn, yeah. Looks like someone cut them very cleanly with a blade.
Okay. Well, that takes away that theory. Thought it might be from Mori itself, and then the spirit got loose from its body. Guess not.
In this bit of clothing, are you guys going to investigate it?
Aaron will shifts into Lupus and just sniff it.
It smells pretty darn bad, but not like in the triadic way. It just smells like clothes that have been worn and been sweating and been through the muck and probably haven't been washed in months. Very similar to a hobo.
By the way, this is my sense worm roll, just to activate it.
There's really, there's quite a bit on the body, but nothing on the clothes.
And he looks back to the body. That needs to be fixed. And fast as well.
We should take a sample to check if it's kin or Garu or just normal.
And Aaron, while you're investigating the clothes, you'll feel something sort of solid in one of the pockets.
He's in lupus right now.
Alright, well, it's there. It's not-
There's. Hey. He's like tries to get it out and then it doesn't work and then he just shifts into Glabro again. Like. Like.
you find a very old, very beaten wallet.
Now this is something we can work with. He opens the wallet and looks. What's inside?
Really not a whole lot. It's like some faded business cards and coupons. There might be $1 or $2 in there. Most of the stuff in there looks to be cards from like local homeless shelters, things of that nature. But what you will notice is an old ID, somewhat faded, and on it says Peter Platt.
Peter Platt?
Yes.
Alright. Well, we got a name.
And for those of you that have been in the set for a little while and heard some of the howls recently, I'd like you all to just roll me intelligence and academics. Yeah. No, you know what? Intelligence, primal urge.
Okay, define a little while.
Hmm?
Define a little while.
Within the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
Standard difficulty.
Actually, difficulty 5.
3 successes.
3 as well.
Ragnar, how are you?
Oh. 2 successes.
You know that about a week ago, there was a howl that the Bonars were very happy that their elder and the ranking elder of the Sept had returned. His name was Jasper Platt.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
And Eli, if they end up sharing this with you, you know exactly who Jasper is, and you know what camp he is with,
Oh, fuck.
and you know how he gets down. So, Ragnar and Johnny, you see Aaron fretting quite a bit as he's looking at this thing.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Well, who was this guy then?
The name here is Peter Platt.
Who?
Peter Platt.
Anybody who's been in the set for a while and the werewolves that rolled very well, you will instantly recognize that name as the elder of the Sept. Or not the elder, but the last name of the elder, the same last name.
Isn't it the same name as the Sept Elder?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So you mean that's Garu?
Oh, kinfolk. Oh. He's just gonna curse some words in Egyptian at this point.
think we need a file of docs.
I think
And
someone needs to inform the elder.
Yes, we do.
I'm happy to do it for you. And I'm only a lowly kinfolk, but
No, well, as
I
he
found
looks
the body. It was my job to report this. I found it.
Aaron just looks to Ragnar and Johnny. It's like, oh, fuck. Well,
Well, yeah, this is gonna be.
this is not gonna be fun. Common sense here. As
if
in the
you
parents.
if you do not tell the Sept Elder almost directly the moment, you should have told him. You realize you should have told him about this 15 minutes ago if you'd had any knowledge of it.
Oh god. Oh
You
god.
know that his reputation is not one to be trifled with.
Yeah, we need to call him now. We
I
need to
found
call
the
him.
bodies, Myra. I'll tell him. I found the
Oh.
body.
I'll come with you if you want to.
That would be most appreciated. I'd have a come out of my skin intact. I'd better call my family, tell my daughter she was taken. Guess she'll be happy though.
Johnny, perform a rite of cleansing on the body, please.
I think we should all say a quick
Yeah.
prayer to fire over this.
Okay. Aaron, go get him. The elder.
Right, let's go, Eli.
Gel, I need you to help me with the cleansing. Now that you've been cleansed.
Fair enough.
And he goes around, makes another circle around the body in a very large area to get all the blood as much as he can. Waiting for Ragnar to be ready to howl as he starts to do the rite of cleansing.
Ragnar lets out the howl.
Right.
As they finish up the rite and Aaron and Eli make their way back to the heart of the cairn, they're met with the scent of campfires well within the warded area, and the kinfolk and bone gnars and various children of Gaia, even a few black furies, sit around various campfires, all spaced out from the cabins. And set next to one of the larger cabins is a group of older, veteran-looking Garu. Many of them have scars, but immediately you'll be able to key in on the one that's sitting sort of at the head of the group, and he sits there with this commanding presence as people talk to him. And you behold...
Liquor from somebody.
What was that? I'm sorry?
Eli, as he's walking past, talks to one of the homeless and grabs a bottle of grain liquor.
And you come upon Jasper, and he's sitting there, and he's sort of not scowling, but he just has this very, it's almost brusque demeanor about him as he seems to be listening to the Galliard that's sitting near him tell a story of their great exploits that they had in the Atrocity Realms not that long ago.
Oh, great.
What, they survived?
Yeah, pretty much.
We went to the Atrocity Realm and we came back. Good on you. Eli kind of shambles across and just, Sir Leader, and gives him a bottle of grain liquor.
And,
I think you might need this, sir.
and Aaron just places a hand on Eli's shoulder and steps forward.
Jasper's just gonna look at him, and he's just gonna reach out his hand. His nails are dirt covered, and you can see various small scars all up and down his forearms as he just takes the bottle from Eli and kind of cants an eye on him. Damn, son, what the hell is your problem?
There is a problem, sir. Yes. When I was on my patrols earlier, I found a body in the North Woods. Now, to make matters...
Jasper sits the bottle down and he just starts rubbing the side of it.
I would
yes.
suggest drinking it, sir. It's going to help. This is going to help.
We found also the wallet and clothing of the belonging of the body, and we found he takes the idea name on it.
There's a long pause, and you can see that the people sitting around him are likely his pack mates. Because the second his face goes deadpan, they all stand up, and as they stand up all at once, you notice that all the other little groups around the campfires all go starkly silent.
Eli looking small to these guys just goes, "It gets worse, sir. He was flayed."
Jasper stands up. He hasn't said anything at this point, and you can see some of the other members around the other campfires. Some of them move on to the other side of the logs as he just looks down at Eli and grabs Eli by the collar of his shirt and yanks him to his feet with just
I know, Eli standing.
Yeah. What the fuck do you mean, flayed?
I mean, someone skinned him over hours and left his body in the woods, sir. He's looking visibly scared.
Jasper just growls as his teeth just grit. And you can see that he's just fighting back rage, and he just turns on one heel.
Smell.
Jasper turns on a heel and turns away from Eli, letting him down, letting him go, and then instantly just turns back around and punches Eli full bore. Not in any other form. This is at his normal Hamid strength, but it's a full 5.
Okay. Eli staggers back, but he takes the blow not too bad, actually. I mean, he falls down, but he doesn't crumple under it or anything. Considering his age, well, he's in his 40s. Considering, yeah, he seems a lot less fragile than you'd imagine. He kind of also gives a quick flash at anger at the old Sept Leader, and kind of thinks second of it. It's like, ah.
At this point, he reaches over to Aaron and grabs Aaron by the neck, pulling him close. Send out the howls, tell every single fucking wolf in this pack they're on guard. No one comes in, no one comes out.
Yes, Raya.
You tell every single fucking pack that they're to be here.
Yes, Raya.
Lets Aaron go. He's keeping it together, but you can see, you don't need any perception or empathy because you can almost feel the palpable rage off this guy that he is barely holding it together.
Fuck. He meant right now, right? As in right now.
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you take that for how you view it.
No, he will do it right now. If he said right now, then he'll do it right now.
And you have a gift for this.
It's called Call of the Wild. And I've got a specialty in howling. So, want me to roll this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'll first roll.
Actually, no, you don't need to roll it. You don't need to roll it. You're fine.
Yeah.
Jasper just like he walks up to one of the nearby trees and he shifts into Glabro as his body bulges, and he just clenches a fist and he hits one of the nearby trees with everything he's got, and you just see the bark and the wood explode from the one from the impact of his fist as he just starts growling and roaring and storming off into the actual heart of the cairn itself, cursing and just... Basically, you see his pack follow him pretty quickly, but all the other individuals, they all kind of stand there in that moment when... Almost imagine in a house when the first time you ever saw a parent get really, really angry, and all the kids are just kind of standing there in a shock and awe sort of thing.
After they leave, he kind of finally gets up, spits out a fucking half a tooth or something. Just like, God damn it.
And Aaron will shift back into Glabro. Why did you not let me tell it?
I found the body was my responsibility. Life of a kinfolk. It was a lot better when there was more children got her in control. Also next shows, you knew how to treat a body. Treat a man.
We will close our scene here with the kinfolk and the Silent Strider kind of standing there in the wake of what's happening. Johnny and Ragnar will soon be flanked by more ranking members of the Sept that will assist with the cleansing, and you can see that there are several theurges, Bonar and Children of Gaia alike, that come with blankets and ceremonial baubles, as it seems that whoever this person was, they were no mere kinfolk. They were definitely someone important. Bid you all good night.